Alright people, welcome back to another video in our MITRE attack series. Today we cover a very interesting one. It's called Replication through Removable Media, T1091. And in our MITRE attack, in our Lockheed Martin kill chain series, we have seen an example for that already, and that's the Stuxnet example. So Stuxnet was a case of replication through removable media. Sometimes you don't immediately see that connection because the title is general enough, but yeah, let's see what we have here in this removable media topic. Today is Sunday the 14th December. I'm recording the videos for the week. This is the last one. It will be on next Sunday. And yeah, so it was a nice, for me it was a nice Sunday, spending time on cybersecurity. It's nice, a rainy day, not much to do, so you can just sit down and read that stuff. So this will be the last video for me for today. So I've recorded 7 videos in one sitting. Yeah, let's go into reading mode and take a look at this. We cover today the initial access a whole lot. Well, this entire week we will have initial access. We had initial access videos here. And what else do we have? We have one contributor here. Code Crazy is the actor's name, or the professional name. It was modified in October. It has no sub-techniques. And the platform is, here it says mostly Windows. Well, yes, but it might be Linux too, I believe. So I'm not sure if we should limit this only to the platform Windows. Any platform that accepts removable media, that's USB sticks oftentimes, but also other stuff, and here it even says a disinfection may be achieved using devices Android, iOS, etc. So yeah, why it says platform only Windows, not sure. But okay, let's read the text. Adversaries may move onto systems, possibly those on disconnected or air-gapped networks. And that's what we had in Stuxnet. It was an air-gapped network for sure. By copying malware to removable media and taking advantage of auto-run features. And we will see this later in the mitigation, so I skipped over this real quick to see what to expect of this video. And auto-run, yeah, that will be part later on. When media is inserted into a system and executes. So auto-run should always be deactivated. So if I insert a USB stick in my computer, I just want to see the files on it, and if I want to run something, I will double click on the executable. So auto-run should always be disabled. It's a feature not needed in my eyes, but I guess in some production processes, so some industry machines, it might be the case where just inserting a USB stick should be executing something so that the machine already starts without further unnecessary interaction. It's a convenience feature. So in case of lateral movement, this may occur through modification of executable files stored on removable media, or by copying malware and renaming it to look like a legitimate file to trick users to executing it. Yes, so who hasn't seen a file that looks like this? You know, it is like turn it green. Where's a nice green color like this? Yeah, let's turn this white, and the file name is something like a month, name of the month, March, for example, and then it says XLS X, I think, and then it says exe. So okay, so this is some month, let's say, and then something like this, and you think it's an Excel file spreadsheet, but there's an exe in the end. So this stuff should be forbidden, I think, in file names. So the system should simply not allow names like this, but that stuff exists. every time and time again it exists. So file name, okay. But yeah, so then we have trick executing it. In case of initial access, this may occur through manual manipulation of the media, modification of systems used to initially format the media, or modifications to the media's firmware itself. Firmware, yes. If firmware is not working, there's not much you can do as a user. You rely on the hardware working properly. And that's why don't use hardware that is not checked and where the source is not verified. Then mobile devices may also be used to infect PCs with malware if connected via USB. This infection may be achieved using devices also you connect iOS or Android to the computer, okay? And in some instances USB charging cables. For example, when a smartphone is connected to a system, it may appear to be mounted similar to a USB connected disk drive. If malware that is compatible with the connected system is on the mobile device, the malware could infect the machine, especially if auto-run features are enabled. Yeah, interesting. So this is the whole infection by USB and other removable device stuff. That's interesting for sure. Let's move on to procedure examples. We won't be able to catch them all as usual, but we try to catch as many as we can, like this. Yeah, that's good enough. There we go. Let's go back to reading mode and see what procedures we have here. And I also try to find then Stuxnet as well. Maybe it appears somewhere there. So agent BTZ drops itself onto removable media device and creates an auto-run inf file with instruction to run that file. When the device is inserted into another system, it opens auto-run and loads the malware. Okay. Andromeda we have has been spread via infected USB. So yeah, USB appears to be the name of the game here, as you can see. Dark Hotel, APT, Crimson. Yeah, so APT28 we have seen. Use a tool to infect connected USB device and transmit itself to air-gapped computers when the gapped computers when infected device is inserted. Yes. So the takeaway here, that stuff is being used. Okay, that's the whole takeaway. We don't need to dig into details a lot, but and here's also Stuxnet, by the way, and let me copy that here. So that's important. If we spend enough time with that kind of stuff, we will be recognizing these things after a while. And here's Stuxnet. Let's just add that here to the bottom. So Stuxnet, it says, can propagate. We need to go like this, or even like this. Yeah, can propagate via removable media using an auto-run in file or the CVE LNK vulnerability. Okay, so that's what it is. Now we are sure that Stuxnet was indeed one of those cases that is relevant. Okay, and now let's take a look at mitigation and detection strategy. And this time we don't have a whole lot on that field. Let's take a look what we have here. So let's see. Behavior prevention on endpoint. So on Windows 10, enable attack surface reduction, okay, from USB removable drives. All right. Then disable or remove feature or program. Disable auto-run if it is unnecessary. And then disallow or restrict removable media at an organizational policy level. Yes, so simply not allowed USB sticks at all. Your system should not interact with them at all. And then limit hardware installation. Limit the use of USB devices within the network. Yes. Then we have detection. Execution of files originating from removable media after drive mount with correlation to file write activity auto-run usage or lateral spread via stage tools. Yes, exactly. Also EDR systems, but it doesn't say what systems should detect it. EDR, SIM systems, both will work fine here. Yeah, fine. Now let's take a look at references. So we have 41. We won't be able to fit them all on one page. But here, let's take a look at the first 29. Nice and readable. There we go. So let's see who's writing about that stuff. So we have the first 5 I don't know. FireEye, SecureWorks, CTU again. Fidelis Cybersecurity. Sounds like Fidelity. But yeah, from Peter Lynch. DOJ, all in caps letters. That sounds interesting. Yeah, but there are not many sources that I'm familiar with. Okay, there is Microsoft in the second half. Threat Hunter team, Symantec, yeah, so in the second half, so after 29, on the last 3 places you have Microsoft as well. Here I don't see a single source that I would like to investigate further. So here on this list, nothing catches my eye. Let me know what you think, if something catched your eye here, but I wouldn't dig into any of this. Yeah, let's not dig deeper. But yeah, so the video is a little over 10 minutes now. Replication through removable media. So we understand now what it is, how to detect it, and it is in the initial access, also lateral movement, but mostly initial access kill chain step. We know some procedures. It is mainly related to USB sticks of some sort. Mitigation and detection we understand as well. Disable, auto run, and monitor USB sticks and other external media that is followed by execution of some files, some executables. Yes, and then the references here, they are this time not so exciting, so we are not going to dig into this. Alright, so as usual people, thank you for watching. Thank you for spending time on cybersecurity on a Sunday. It will be a Sunday for you as well when this video is uploaded. It is for sure time well spent, and see you in the next video then. Goodbye.